Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into one of the most mysterious and tragic events in ocean exploration, the disappearance of the Titan submersible in July 2023. The Titan was a cutting-edge vessel that could take 5 people to the bottom of the ocean and visit the Titanic, the most iconic shipwreck in the world. But on June 18, 2023, something went horribly wrong. The Titan vanished during its dive, and no one knows what happened to it or its crew. How did the Titan disappear? And is there any hope of finding it and its passengers alive? The Titan was operated by OceanGate, a private company that specialized in commercial submersible expeditions to various underwater destinations, including the Titanic. The company was founded by Stocktonrush and Guillermo Saline in 2009, and had taken hundreds of customers to the depths of the ocean in its submersibles over the years. The Titan was their newest and most advanced submersible, built specifically for diving to the Titanic. It was launched in 2022, after several years of development and testing. The Titan was a 5.5-meter-long cylindrical craft, with a titanium hull and a carbon fiber dome that offered a 270-degree view of the surroundings. It was powered by batteries and propelled by thrusters. It had a maximum speed of 3 knots and a maximum dive time of 10 hours. It was equipped with sonar, cameras, lights, and sensors, as well as a communication system that allowed it to send and receive data and voice messages from the surface. The Titan's pilot steered the submersible with a $29.99 battery-powered gaming controller, which some critics considered unsafe and unprofessional. The pilot also had to monitor various gauges and indicators on a dashboard, as well as navigate through complex terrain and avoid obstacles. The pilot's seat was located in the center of the craft, surrounded by 4 passenger seats. The passengers on board the Titan were Hamishharding, a billionaire businessman and adventurer who had booked the entire expedition, Chris Welsh, an entrepreneur and former U.S. Navy SEAL who had previously dived to the Mariana Trench, David Concannon, an attorney and explorer who had visited the Titanic several times before, Jennifer Carter, a marine biologist and Titanic expert, and Stocktonrush himself, the co-founder and CEO of OceanGate. The expedition was planned to last for 2 weeks, from June 15 to June 29, 2023. The goal was to make 12 dives to the Titanicwreck site, each lasting about 6 hours. The dives were supposed to be done during daylight hours, when visibility was better. The Titan was supported by a surface vessel called Cyclops II, which served as a base station and a recovery platform. On June 18, 2023, the Titan embarked on its 3rd dive to the Titanic. It departed Cyclops II at around 9 a.m. local time, with Rush at the helm. The weather was clear and calm, and the sea conditions were favorable. The communication between the submersible and the surface vessel was normal for the first hour and 45 minutes of the dive. The Titan reached its target depth of 3,800 meters at around 10:30 a.m. local time. The Titan reached its target depth of 3,800 meters at around 10:30 a.m. local time, and began to approach the Titanicwreck site. The passengers were excited to see the legendary ship, which had been resting on the ocean floor for more than a century. The Titan was supposed to circle around the bow section of the Titanic, where the most recognizable features were located, such as the grand staircase, the anchor, and the nameplate. However, at around 10:45 a.m. local time, something went terribly wrong. The communication between the Titan and Cyclops II was suddenly cut off, and no more data or voice messages were received from the submersible. The surface vessel tried to contact the Titan repeatedly, but there was no response. The Titan did not resurface at its scheduled time later that day, and no emergency signals or distress calls were detected. The Titan had vanished without a trace. The disappearance of the Titan triggered a massive search and rescue operation, involving an international team composed of the United States Coast Guard, United States Navy, and Canadian Coast Guard. Aircraft from the Royal Canadian Air Force and United States Air National Guard, a Royal Canadian Navy ship, and several commercial and research ships and remotely operated underwater vehicles, ROVs, also joined in the search. The search area covered thousands of square kilometers of ocean, where the water depth ranged from 3,000 to 4,000 meters. The search team used sonar, radar, infrared cameras, and other sensors to try to locate the Titan or any signs of debris or survivors. They also tried to communicate with the submersible using acoustic pingers and transponders. However, after several days of intensive searching, no trace of the Titan or its crew was found. The search team faced many challenges and difficulties in their efforts to find the Titan. The weather conditions were unpredictable and often unfavorable, with strong winds, high waves, and low visibility. The water depth was beyond the reach of most divers and submersibles, and required specialized equipment and expertise. The ocean floor was rugged and complex, with many canyons, ridges, and boulders that could hide or damage the Titan. The Titanicwreck site was also a sensitive and protected area, where access was restricted and regulated. The fate of the Titan and its passengers remains unknown. There are many possible scenarios that could explain what happened to the submersible. Some experts suggest that the Titan could have suffered a mechanical failure or a human error that caused it to lose control or power. Others speculate that the Titan could have collided with an obstacle or a marine animal that damaged its hull or dome. Still others wonder if the Titan could have been attacked by a hostile force or a rogue submarine that wanted to sabotage its mission. If the Titan had survived intact, its estimated 4-day breathable air supply was likely exhausted on the morning of June 22, 2023. However, there is still a slim chance that the Titan could have activated its emergency life support system, which could extend its air supply for another 2 days. There is also a possibility that the Titan could have deployed its emergency buoy or capsule, which could allow its passengers to escape or signal for help. The search team has not given up hope of finding the Titan and its passengers alive. They are continuing their efforts to locate and recover. Thank you for watching and see you next time.